Joe Bite Me is the problem. He should not be in the White House. He did not win the election. I believe that with my whole heart. And until we get him out and Trump in office, our America is at risk of not being America anymore. And it breaks my heart.
Wow, such a passionate point of view. A lot of people agree with you as well.
You know, MAGA voters have their finger on the pulse of politics when they use nicknames like Joe Bite Me.
Joe Bite Me.
When talking about how they don't believe Trump lost. And even though Lawrence Jones tried to move on to another Trumper for his own spoon-fed beliefs, she wasn't done giving him a piece of her mind.
Well, the DOJ is corrupt.
Yeah,
I mean, you can see it every day how corrupt they are in terms of what they're doing to conservative people. It's criminal for what they're doing.
We're making the cartel rich. They are terrorists. They are getting rich off of Joe Biden's or Joe Bite Me's policies. He's probably getting his pockets padded as well, just like he's getting money from China and all these other countries. Wow. It is not right until we all stand up and do something about it. It's going to continue. And we had a protest at the Capitol back in the summer about the border and child trafficking. And I went to that, and there were very few people there. And the people that were there were just taking pictures to put on Facebook. I was passionate. I was yelling and telling our officials what should be done. And I had the police watching me.
You can tell that the ironclad beliefs that these folks share come from repetitive speeches and conservative media narratives, since the only country that she can name is China.
He's getting money from China and all these other countries.
Wow. But she includes all the others as well, without even naming them. China's already been established as the Biden boogeyman accomplice with zero evidence to show. But in her mind, Comer and his gang have revealed airtight proof, despite the fact that she's never seen it. Fox News reporters aren't the only ones, though, that are talking to MAGA supporters in the wild, because Michael Shore did too.
What about immigration? How how big of an issue is that for you?
I love the Mexican.
Donald Trump, who you're out here to see, just a few weeks ago said that immigration is destroying the blood of our country. What do you think about that remark?
There's no assimilation when it's already Mexico. So there's no way they can learn our ways if they're majority in our country. So that's how I feel about that. If you have too many at one time, it doesn't work.
There's no way they can learn our ways if there are too many of them. Battle lines regarding the other are always being drawn by the more petrified members of society, and MAGA's definitely tapped into those members of society. Now, despite the claim that we're a melting pot of cultures and ideas, the attachment to forcing everyone to learn our ways is what drives MAGA. Which ways, though? It always seems to be the same people that think their way is superior to anyone else's and needs to be the standard. But anger over anyone else's refusal to obey their demands is what Trump tapped into when he got into politics. And the extreme rhetoric has been normalized in their message, from those Texas diners all the way up to congressional leaders.
Immigrants are poisoning the blood of our country. Is that a statement you agree with?
That's not language I would use, but I understand the urgency of President Trump's admonition. He's been saying this since he ran for president the first time, that we have to secure the border. And I think the vast majority of the American people understand the necessity of that, and I think they agree with his position.
But that statement goes beyond what you are personally comfortable with.
It's not language I would use, but I understand.
Does it sound hateful?
Well, it's not.